right, guys. Today we're starting the statistics. We did the regression before, but we're going to be talking about measures of center and measures of spread. Most of these you've probably done before, like mean and median. You might even know quartiles and interquartile range before, I'm not sure. Definitely done range. All right, so first of all, let's talk about each of these. So we've got two examples. We're going to go through and do every piece of them, and then you're going to do example 2, so you'll be pausing the video. So first of all is mean. Mean you're used to it probably being just called the average, but mean is simply the sum of data divided by the number of pieces of data. So we're going to start that with this piece here. So we're just going to start adding them and divide by however many there are. So 92 plus 85 plus 80 plus 96 plus 77 plus 91 plus 83 plus 89. That's 630. 693. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that divided by 8 is 86.625. By the way, in just a second down here with the standard deviation, we actually are going to learn that you can find all this in the calculator actually, and mean is like represented by X bar. You'll see that in the calculator in just a moment. Actually, you see it right here. Do you notice this right here? So it goes ahead and shows it to you actually in the calculator. The calculator will actually show you every value we have here. All right, standard deviation. Standard deviation is the measure of spread for mean. It's talking about how many units away something is from the mean. A smaller standard deviation means the data is clumped together, while a bigger standard deviation means it's more spread apart. All right, so to find the standard deviation, there is a formula to do it, and it's very long, okay? And we're not going to do that. We're going to go back through the calculator and do something that we're actually used to. So we're going to press stat, we're going to edit. I never cleared my list, so I should have, but anyway. We are only going to have something in L1, and that's these numbers. So 92, enter, 85, enter, 80, not 90, 80, enter, 96, enter, 77, enter, 91, enter, 83, enter, 89, enter. Okay, I feel like I have too many because it says A. There are 8 of them? Yes. I was thinking there were 6 for some reason. All right, now, so stat, choose edit, clear L1, enter the data set. Step 2, find the standard deviation. We're going to press calculate. We're going to press stat, go over to calculate, and we want one variable statistics. That's what that one var stat stands for. We want that because we literally want to compute things on there. So there's our mean. X bar is 86.625. Here's our standard deviation. Okay. This is sigma. It's a Greek letter. And our standard deviation is 6.06. Okay, so that's where that comes from. By the way, this tells you there are 8 numbers in the set. This tells you the minimum value is 77. The first quartile, we're talking about in a minute, is 81.5. The median is 87. The Q3, the third quartile, is 91.5. And the maximum is 96. Okay, we don't actually need any of that for the rest of this. We're going to do it all by hand, but that is good to know that if you ever need to find it, it's there. All right, to find median is literally the data that occurs in the middle. The set must be ordered from least to greatest. The set has to be ordered from least to greatest to do pretty much the rest of these. So our smallest number is 77. So I'm just going to cross them out as I order them. All right, sorry about that. So we're ordering it from least to greatest. 77, then we have 80, 83, 85, 89, 91, 92, 96. We're going to count them just to make sure we have the right number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, we literally want to find the one in the middle. Let me use a highlighter to help me do that. So I've got one on the left, one on the right. Left, right, till we get to the middle number. All right, here's my problem. If I have two middle numbers, I have to add them together and divide by 2. So 85 plus 89 divided by 2. The median is 87. So my median is 87. Okay? And I could just make the one right here. It's 87. All right, now we still need this set of data, okay, to find the quartiles, which is next. So quartiles are values that divide the set into 4 equal parts. We've already divided the set in half. Okay, so we have a set of data here and a set of data here. We want to divide that set into 4 equal parts. And the quartiles actually do that. So the quartiles, if you look at the left, we have 4 numbers on the left. To divide that into 4 equal parts, we've got 2 and 2, okay, and 2 and 2. The number that is here would be our quartiles, all right? So our Q1, which is our low quartile, is whatever is between 80 and 83. So 80 plus 83 divided by 2, not divided by 5. Divided by 2, it's 81.5. That's our first quartile. Okay. Our next quartile is whatever 91 plus 92 divided by 2 is, and that's 91.5. That's our third quartile. Now, the reason we don't have a Q2 is because our median divided it into 2 equal parts in half, okay? All right, that's what quartiles are. The interquartile range is literally the difference of Q3 and Q1. So 91.5 minus 81.5, which is simply 10. That is our IQR, interquartile range, okay? All right, and then in our last flap is the range. It's literally the largest minus the smallest, which in our situation, you got 96 minus 77 is 19. Okay, so here are all our pieces. You are going to go back and do example 2 the exact same way. So pause the video and do example 2. Okay. I'm going to move my screen. I'm going to do exactly what I was doing before. So the mean, which I can write as x bar, is equal to, we got 10 plus 12 plus 18 plus 19 plus 32. 32, not. Remember, you can just go grab that. I added 2 and fix it instead of having to do all that stuff all over again. But I made more than one mistake. Do you see how I've got, I'm just going to start over. I put 1 instead of 12. Let's just start over. 10 plus 12 plus 18 plus 19 plus 32. 2 is not working very well. Okay. Divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So our mean is 18.2. Okay. Our standard deviation, you go to Stat, edit the list, and we're going to type in these numbers. I'm going to delete everything in here first. 10, enter, 12, enter, 18, enter, 19, enter, 32, enter. Stat, calc, right here, 7.70. What that actually means is, I'm going to show you this. So on this, it kind of, in the median section here, our values are divided into 4 sections. And with the mean and standard deviation, what that means is you've got a mean of 18.2. And then 7.7 away, you have another value. And 7.7 away the other way, you have another value, okay? So it's kind of different, but it's talking about the variation between the two, okay? All right, and this standard deviation is pretty big for such a low amount of numbers. The reason it's so big is because you've got that 32 out there. All right, median. In order to get the median, they have to be ordered. This set just happens to already be ordered. Okay. Okay, but we're going to use our hollow, left, right, left, right. This time our median is straight in the middle. So we've got a median of 18. We didn't have to solve or do anything, okay? All right, then we've got our data sets. This, we need to find Q1 and Q3. This time, Q1 is between those two, which just happens to be 11. And between these two, I'm actually going to have to add and divide. 19 plus 32 divided by 2. So Q3 is 25.5. Okay. IQR is 25.5 minus 11, which is 14.5. And last 32 minus 10 is 22. Okay. There are the values that I needed. We're going to do some extra examples of these, so keep in the video here. I've just got to pull up the next section here. All right, so here's your next set of notes. You need to pause the video. You need to do all of these on your own. Find the mean and median for 4 and 5. Find the median, range, and interquartile range for 7 and 8. Find the standard deviation for 10 and 11. All right, so let's get started. Number 4. I'm going to go ahead and order these just because I have to for the median. All right, so 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 96. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and find the mean. We're just going to add them together. I know there's 6 because they said there's 6. So the mean is 76. The median is whichever one's in the middle. Left, right, left, right. I've got 2 in the middle. So 70, 72 plus 73 divided by 2. So the median is 72.5. If your mean is bigger than your median, or that means you've got an extra number out here, that it's possible it's an outlier, which we'll talk about outliers tomorrow. All right, so I found those 2 pieces. Let's go ahead and order the next one. 81, 84, 89, 90, 93, 94, 94. Okay, the mean, 81 plus 84 plus 89 plus 90 plus 93 plus 94 plus 94 divided by 7. So his are about 89.29 is his mean. Okay, now let's find the median. Okay, this one just happens to have an exact middle because there's an odd set. So the median is 90. You see how close the mean and the median are? That means that's a very good spread of data if they're the same. Okay, now let's find the median, range, and interquartile range. We definitely have to have them ordered for this. So 21, 24, 26, 26, 28, and 31. All right, median, range, and interquartile range. So we need to go ahead and find the median, Q1, Q3. Okay, so let's do that. Left, right, left, right. I don't love it when it does that. Median is 26. Okay, now let's divide the data into our 2 sets. Okay, our Q1 is the middle, so that's 24 Our Q3 is the middle, it's 28. All right, now we're going to find each piece. They asked us for the median, which we already found. They asked us for the range, which is simply 31 minus 21, which is 10. They asked us for the IQR, which is 28 minus 24, which is 4. So there are the three pieces they asked for. Go ahead and do number 8 on your own. All right, the high temperatures in degrees Fahrenheit on 11 days. I was hoping those were in order, but they were not. So let's put them in order. 68, 71. These are definitely not Tennessee numbers because they're all close to each other. And ours are never that close. It doesn't feel like. All right, there we go. Oh, we do have an exact middle. Which means our median is 73. The very middle is Q1. And the middle is Q3. Okay, now range is 79 minus 68, which is 11. And we had our median already. And our IQR, don't know what happened there, sorry. Our interquartile range is 75 minus 71, which is 4. So there are three pieces that they asked for. Okay, our last piece, the last two we're going to do is the standard deviation. We don't have to put them in order. We don't have to do anything like that. We're just going to have to use our calculator. So let's see. I can put it over. I can put it right here. Okay, so let's go to Stat, Edit. We're going to delete everything in here. Now we're going to put our numbers in. 21, 31, 26, 24, 28, 26. All right, Stat, Edit, Calc 1. And our standard deviation is 33.11. Okay. Stat, Edit, Delete, and let's find the other one. So 68, 71, 75, 74, 75, 71, 73, 71, 72, 74, 79. Okay, Stat, Calc 1, go all the way down, and our standard deviation is 2.76. All right, glue this in on the appropriate page and you can start your assignment.